All right, let's do a brief audio and visual check. Welcome to Slow Markets, everybody. As always, in the YouTube chat, there's our Topstep risk disclosure. Everything that I say and go over is for educational purposes only. It's not financial advice, and it's not a signals class. You can see I'm solo tonight. Braden joined me spontaneously earlier, and he might be joining me another day. Had a few things come up today, but that's all right. We got these markets. They are rocking. It's the top of the hour. We are getting to it. Let's jump to it. I'm going to be quick with it since these markets, they're moving. They're definitely moving. That's for sure. But, yeah, look at this. Let's take a look at the daily chart. This is a daily chart on the NASDAQ. 3 red days in a row. That is wild, at least since the end of March, right? Wild to think that this market could go down 3 days in a row where you're, kind of around settlement, maybe selling off just a little bit right now as we speak. A nice pullback. We are right around this zone, which these 20,700s. I mean, it's a decent level. This is a pretty good pullback. Pretty good. How far is it actually? Now that I'm thinking of it, that's what, almost 4%, almost a 4% pullback from all-time highs. Not too bad. Let's look and zoom in on an hourly chart. And sure enough, once again, I you know what? During the New York session, I actually bought the lows. I bought 670s, and I just didn't hold it. Man. I mean, bought 670s. Guess what? We've been hanging around that 29,000 level. I think we've seen 29,000 tonight already, but big level of support resistance throughout this. Sure enough, it's still holding a support and resistance. Conversations about inflation. I think a big thing in tech, NASDAQ. We're looking at the NASDAQ right now, so tech. We have NVIDIA earnings tomorrow after the bell, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that. Hourly chart, a little mixed, very unbiased. Let's zoom in. We can see what we're seeing on this 5-minute chart. That's interesting. That's definitely interesting. You can see where we opened up tonight with a little bit of a gap. Opened up tonight's price action. We gapped up, filled the gap. We held this, 875 level, rallied up quite a bit, tagged 29,020, and over the last 30 minutes, we've been selling off. So these are not small moves. We're seeing some volatility tonight. So if we're measuring this, that's a 150-point move, 158-point rally. And even over the last 30 minutes, right back down 119 points. So these are some decent size moves. Good opportunity tonight, and especially in tonight's price action. What's going on with the rest of these markets? Well, I'll check gold in just a moment. Oh, my watch list hasn't updated. It might take a minute for it to update. All right, while that's updating, let's take a look at gold. Then we'll get some music on. We'll see about some opportunities. Gold's been heavy, right? Hanging around 4,500. That's the big round number here in gold, right? Zoom out to an hourly chart. Kind of breaking down through this level of support that we built at the end of April, beginning of May. Breaking down through that. Talk about inflation. Talk about interest rate hikes. It weighs on gold. We got the dollar. We're scratched. Dollar has been strengthening a little bit lately. Bitcoin at 76,800. So do we see a test? Can we see a test of maybe some of these lows that we made back at the beginning of the year? Maybe March. Well, that's not the beginning of the year. It's March. That's 4,400 there. Maybe 4360s. Do we get a continuation? Do we get another leg lower? Make sure I don't mess around and hit anything. And let's see. We'll see what happens. Kind of neutral. If we see a bounce here on gold, I wouldn't be surprised. We had that big sell-off. What, $80? Look at the 5-minute chart. Sellers coming in on gold. Sellers coming in on the gold pretty heavily right now. So let's set this thing up for trading. Let's get to some questions. Let's get to some music. And let's see what we can do here tonight. I got my XFAs. They're queued up and ready to go. Shout out if you see something, NASDAQ selling off. You know what? I was so frustrated last night. Freaking taking, so if you guys were tuning in, and this is the thing, we get people joining in the middle of the stream, and so they don't catch the whole entire thing, and then they start asking questions. If they would just go back and, you know, rewatch from the very beginning, where I took a loss in the XFAs last night, and then I switched to a combine, and I just nailed it in the combine. That can be very frustrating for me, right? To take a loss in an account that's funded and then do well in the account that's not. That's part of it, right? That's part of it. If I would have lost in the combine, then it's like, you know, I made the right decision. So you just have to accept it, right? Okay, this is a loss for the day. No matter what happens in the combine, green or red, it's just, that's what it's gonna be. All right, so for tonight's not too bad. My watch is finally updated. Nvidia, slightly green. Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, slightly red. Nothing in terms of big movers. There's not a lot of crazy movers. Man, look at the sell-off. We're picking up some steam here. And okay. Do we break these session lows? We break these session lows. I mean, so far this sell-off has been, it's not a small one. Like 0.5%, that's 150 points. That's a decent sell-off. Can we come down and test maybe these 830s? I'd like to see some consolidation or a bit of a pullback, but we just flush. We had a heck of a rally in the New York session, right? During lunchtime. That's one big rally during lunchtime right there. That was me today. 2,000 my practice, minus 1,000 on the main. Yeah, sometimes that's the way it goes. It's frustrating. Don't let it get to you though. We might maybe break down to these 830s. 50 points to the downside. Question for me is, how do I get in? Oh, and I gotta get some hashtag slow markets. Some hashtag slow markets, because I see you. I see you there, Matt. Already sharing your hashtag slow markets. It'll take me some time to get through it while we're... Oh, look at that breakdown in the NASDAQ. New session lows. New session lows. So let's do it. Let's see it. There's links in the YouTube chat. That's where I post my own updates when I'm not on air. That's where you can submit your hashtag slow markets. Make sure you tag me though. Make sure I get... Got everything all good. There's a bounce. We ran the session lows and now we're bouncing here. Get a few things set up. Someone says gold. Should we take a look at gold? Just passed your second combine. Great work. What's gold doing? Gold... What's gold look like on a daily? This is a tough one. This is a tough one. Oh no, that's not. Wrong button. Wrong button. Oh, I'm watching both. I'm watching both. Flush down to those 853s. A little bit of a pullback. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to be in a rush. No rush for me. This market's rocking. I know it is. 5. Stop sweep. So far, right? Where we just broke down. New session lows. Hit these 850s and we bounced off of it. Up 750 on your XFA. Great work. Someone says straight up now. I don't know. We got Apple, Amazon, and Google. They're red. Tesla's red. Everything's red besides Nvidia tonight. We got Nvidia earnings tomorrow after the bell, so I wonder how that's gonna start reacting. Crude oil is at 103.80. So crude's an interesting one. All right, we got a big rally around lunchtime. Even got as high as 104, almost 105. Kind of a pullback here tonight. So that's an interesting one. Crude oil hanging in the danger zone. Inflation. Someone says news. Do we have some news? Is there headlines popping off tonight? Trump and Iran, they won't get a nuclear weapon. Jump back Challenger ED. So just more of the same of what's going on, right? We will conclude the conflict swiftly. Well, we're seeing how the market's reacting. We're down. Glad I joined. Scalped $500. Woo. Better than I am. I'm just getting started. I am just getting started here. Sea Dog Run. Meanwhile, 800 years later. Look at this. On the 5-minute candle, it's just been, we're getting hammered. Just straight down the last 40 minutes. How are we on gold? Gold holding. I'm going to take a long here on gold. For a break.
Order filled.
I'm going to switch to ticks. And here's the reason why. We got this nice reversal off the lows. We have this nice pivot right here. There's a couple of them. And we got the session highs here. We also have 4,500, which is a big round number. Good level to manage risk. So my stop's at the session low. We could easily break through that and come up and test these 512s. So I'm going to see if I could scale into a position actually. So I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch this patiently. Waiting, watching, patient. Maybe we get retest the 4,500. Start in this size, small size. Man, Nvidia's now red. NASDAQ cooking to the downside. Is NASDAQ getting smoked? Is NASDAQ getting smoked here? Woo! NASDAQ. NASDAQ getting cooked. Sell off. Take it. And woo. What do we do here? Are we going to come down here and test these 700s? This was that level I was looking at right here. These 830s. We kind of just blew through them. We could easily see these 800s coming into play. There's a little bit of bounce there. Let's see what's the gold doing. Trying to build this gold long position. Okay, we came down to these. All right. Oh, we're seeing some buyers step in. I'm going to add to this.
Order filled.
See if we could break through these 93s. I want to build a position. Wasn't short at 924. NASDAQ's still cooking to the downside. NASDAQ's at 815. Sounds like the mystery box theme. Long NQ at the bottom. Hold now. I'm gonna hold on that ad. I might add down here. We'll see. We'll see how gold's gonna react. Man, NQ is just rocking though. NQ is. Oh, whoa, gold, man. Gold just popped.
Order filled.
Let's add that one. We just bounced. Look at that bounce off gold. We got 14 minutes to the bottom of the hour.
Order filled.
We're gonna continue to add to this position. Just monitor my risk. 800. Risking 800 on this right now. I have my finger on the close button, so we'll see. We'll see. Break through these 94 even. I need more hands. I know. I need to be quick. What you see is all I have. I don't have any other monitors that I have trading on because I'm running a stream, right? So when you're running a stream, you are kind of stretched, right? Your attention, what you're looking at, what you can do, how you manage things. You're a little stretched. Trying to run a stream, read chat, and do everything. Let's see here. This is gonna have me build a position and then get smacked. I don't like that. I was okay with this, right? Because we were making a higher low, but I'm no longer liking what we just saw. Right now we're just barcoding. It's chop because my P&L is green or red. My P&L is red, so it's chop, right? Red P&L equals chop. So just continue to monitoring the situation. Totally FOMO trade. Well, if you have FOMO trade, maybe lock yourself out. Okay, gonna add to this. I want to see a break of these 94s. As we watch it. MNQ's crazy. The NASDAQ, we're at 830. 28,830s. NASDAQ's catching a bid. A little bit of a bid. We got the bottom of the hour in 12 minutes. Gold's just hanging out here. And I'm sitting trying to build position for a breakout to the long side. I've been building a position. But I might just bail out of this. Might just bail. Because we could easily run these lows. No faith in the bears. I am being pummeled. Yeah, gold's struggling here. I don't know why I just read that. What? The Wolf of Wall Street. What in the world? That's a really good one. Okay, I'm gonna get out of this. I don't want to risk anymore. We can play the melodica for that. We're not holding. Bruno, Logan, yeah, I know. Dakota, look once NQ. Yeah, I'm looking more. I've looked more than once here on the NQ. Yeah, NQ's been selling off. And I'm watching this gold. Very, very happy with that decision. Minus $500. Passed the combine, made my new XFA don't blow me up on day one. Mike is just says, tagged me on X. Did you? Is it? Oh, there you go. I see you. I see you. gold trying to hold this again. I'm gonna start building the same position. I'm gonna start trying to build the same position. Like I said, I like these longs on gold. Time to go spar. Short-term memory. Short-term memory. Go spar.
Order filled.
Bottom of the hour in 9 minutes. All right, in 4. Smaller size, wider stops.
Order
All right,
filled.
in 6 right now. I'm gonna look to get in 8. See if we could get back above these 490s, 4490s. Bottom of the hour in 8 minutes. Also, maybe build slower. That, I'm gonna be honest, that's not too bad advice. Building a little bit slower. These are micros, so it depends on what you're trading and how volatile it is. But these markets are rocking. We got NASDAQ at 26, 826. See if we could pop through these 89s using stop orders. NQ changed to positive delta.
Order filled.
All right, just triggered me in that one. See if we get something here on the gold.
Order filled.
All right, back into my 8 contracts. W Slow Markets, tuning in has officially been part of your daily routine. Always great content. Appreciate you. Not investment advice. Not a signals class. All right, gold back into these 90s. Oh. I'll add if we break through 93s. Let's get it. Gold. See if we can manage. Thinking about risk right now. Because I'll add if we could break through 94s. I want to add. I want to build a position for a break and retest of 4,500. Maybe, just maybe, we could come up to these 512s. All right, gold catching a little bit. Oh, triggered me in. All right, I'm long 10. Long 10 right there. Let's see if we can get it. I'm watching the 5-minute chart. Let's tighten up that the risk. Watching this 5-minute chart, let's get a big green candle right there. What I can imagine, elephant candle. All right, 95s, get a breakout. 5-minute candle just closed. Bottom of the hour in 5 minutes. Is this full Deegan going 1 mini? This is not full Deegan. I'm sorry. Oh yeah. Let's see if we get through these 94s. Woo, there we go. We're going. We're cooking. Oh, Session highs. Let's get it. 4,500. 4,500. 4,500. I'm going to take one off right there. There's 45. Take another one off. 499.
Order filled.
I got it. Got those 45s. We're going to peel some off up near these highs. New session highs. I'm long 7. Tighten up some of that risk. Man, look at that green streak right there. That run. And the P&L is just printing. Woo! Breaking through those 4,500s. Can we get up to these 512s? I don't know. We'll have to see if the momentum can carry us. We got the bottom of the hour still in 3 minutes. Oh, there's Braden. Braden in the chat. How are you? Hopefully everything's good. We're carving it up here. See if we get another retest and break and hold above 4,500s. I've already closed off a decent amount of profit right there. Now just leave it room. Leave it room to run if we can. Because we know how gold could go. When gold wants to, it could run. Matt the Goobers, Geyer Combine back. Nice work. Get through these hashtag slow markets. But let's see what the bottom of the hour brings in 2 minutes. Up 73 ticks. 73 ticks. I think we're up like 100 at the top of this. NASDAQ. Ooh, NASDAQ caught a bounce. NASDAQ 28,875. So NASDAQ bounced 70 points. See if this gold trade could keep cooking. Bottom of the hour, 2 minutes. Let's see if we could. I like this pivot that we're making. I really do. If we could hold this, if we can hold these 97s and get back above 4,500, hold it. I think these 512s, 513s could be into play tonight. Let's go back up. 4,500s testing. All right, let's see it get through these session highs. 02.4. See if we can get it. NASDAQ still pushing. We're at 885 in the NASDAQ. Here comes gold. Let's break through these session highs in gold. Just run and gun. Beautiful breakout candle here. Bottom of the hour coming in 30 seconds. I might look to close out a few more contracts as we go into the bottom of the hour. See if we get some more follow through. We're holding. Hold these 4,500 new session highs. New session highs. We just ticked it. Let's flush through them. Not flush. Rally. Rally. Breakout. Short squeeze. All right. I got one right there at 504. That guy just got filled. Bottom of the hour coming into play. I'm going to just take a couple more off right here at 505. And we are still running. Still running. Picking up steam. Get out of a few more. It's going. We're stopping 140 ticks. Let's get out of most of this position right here. I'm liking it. I'm going to tighten up my stop as well. And got two left. Two left to keep on going. And it's sure enough. Look where we're on. We're on our way to these lower teens. NQ back above 900, 28,900. Oh man. 140 ticks. And we keep on going. 509s, 510s. Oh, let's go. Look at these 5-minute candles though. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I can finally sleep happy, Matt. You should always be sleeping happy, regardless of what the market does. NASDAQ, 930s. NASDAQ turning green. NVIDIA up 0.5%. So NASDAQ, these equities are still moving. And gold, I think we got a banger on right here. Up 150 ticks. 150 ticks. I'm going to tighten up the stop loss a little bit more. Move it under just this pivot right here. Continue to just trail this up. Slow play. It's not slow markets tonight. All right, this is slow-ish. I love this price action. Obviously, right? Obviously. So if it didn't freaking stop, if I didn't get out of that first trade, that first trade got me. Minus 500, right? That's all right. Spill milk, short-term memory. Let's get through these session highs again. Come on. Bottom of the hour was good to us. I'm going to get out of one more right there. Leave that last one on. 120 ticks, 150 from those highs. Locked in $744. I was down 500, so that's a, what, $1,300 swing times 5? That's a, what was that, $6,000 in one trade? If only, very first one that just stopped. It's gonna get me, man. It's gonna. It's a battle of just inches, right? Just little small decisions can make a world of a difference. Small decisions can make a big difference. That's all right. We did good. It's time to go to bed. I can just sign off now and say, hey, we called it good. Look at this NASDAQ. This NASDAQ is rocking. This NASDAQ is just rocking. Look at this. Woo. Big, massive sell-off. 200 points. That's a 225-point sell-off. Tagged 800s. And we rallied 150 points. Now we've sold off 50 points. So this market's still cooking. These markets are moving. Gold. What are we doing here in gold? I got my runner, and I'm letting it run. Let's get through some of these hashtag slow markets. Yeah, I'm hyped up. I took a shot of creatine. Got some sparring after the show. Give me a second. We'll get through some of these hashtag slow markets. Let's go. All right. Here's what the hashtag slow markets are. If you're new, just tag me in those social medias. There we go. There it is. Coach DBA. Instagram. We got Matt caught the top. Y'all the best teachers, man. Thank you. Ooh, on that gold. Nice trade. Rebuilding the XFAs, leaving a runner. Looks like this. You caught a nice short on the NASDAQ. Green on the screen. We got, I think is it Mika or Micah? Micah trades? I'm horrible with names. That was a nice short. I think, yeah. Asian session high. You shorted. You caught it down to that low. Nice. And then Matt again. W method for real. BTFD works. So I think you caught that short earlier, and you caught the nice longs there on gold. See, that's the hashtag slow markets. And here goes gold. We came down, nice little pullback, nice higher low, right? Higher low, higher low. We're holding that. Maybe we make that leg up towards these 512s. Looking for a way to trail my stop loss. Already, locked in 22 ticks. How did Jay's wheat trade end up? I'm not sure. You're gonna have to ask him. But yeah, it was a fun one last night. Creatine is rocket fuel for the brain. Be big and strong, right? Big and strong. Looking for another Richard. Blew your car's transmission. Should probably sit out today. Hey, there's nothing wrong. If you have anything, here's what a lot of people don't realize. Your personal life, the things that happen outside of trading, has an effect of your decision making, right? Like, so if you're going through, I don't know, some financial struggles, maybe relationship struggles, anything, that can have an effect on your decisions. Or at least I've seen it in myself, and I've seen it in others. Hey, look who it is. Is that you? Is that you? Is it Crab or Krabby? Krabby. You're gonna have to just tell me. DM me how to say your name, please. I don't want to like sit here and keep butchering it. He's in the chat. He's gonna be joining me on Fast Markets tomorrow morning. He's been on the leaderboard, on the live leaderboard, pretty frequently this year. Karab in the YouTube chat. Here, yeah. I'll find out how to pronounce your name correctly. Krabby, yeah. Give us signals. Teach me how to trade. Always appreciate the support. We'll let this gold trade just keep going. We got let's look at NASDAQ. That one's still going. NASDAQ kind of still seeing that volatility. Like this is a range. This is quite the range. Okay, you sent me a voicemail, Crab. I don't want to like listen to it because I'm on air, and if I push play, it will play to the audience. So I'll listen to that after. Look at the sell-off. Like this is some volatility. Like this is not small price action here in the NASDAQ, especially during slow markets, because that's 45 points up and then down, and these are like minutes. Very volatile. Yeah, I'll listen to that after. No, I'm not gonna play it. No, you have to respect. You have to respect. Massive puts on the VIX futures options expiring today. Oh, it's nothing bad. I don't expect it to be bad. I just, well, hey, you should be some of the stuff that I get sent here. I got, yeah. Karabi. Yeah, NVIDIA earnings tomorrow after the bell, Sam. Samson trades. We got this NASDAQ just moving. Gold trade still cooking. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. We all go through good weeks, bad weeks. Mid is average, right? NASDAQ's basically just chilling here. This is settlement for the NASDAQ. Right in this middle of this range. Back and forth around settlement. So you can see where we opened, right? You can see where we opened tonight's price action. Wednesday nights. Just back and forth. First week I'm not on the leaderboard. Damn, sucks. Hey, you know what? From experience, I will say this. Don't get obsessed with the leaderboard. I was on Topstep's live leaderboard like daily, every other day. when I first started here at Topstep, you know, as a coach to show, and it feels like I'm always trying to prove myself, which I shouldn't. I don't need to prove myself, but the community just has that level of pressure of like always proving yourself. You have to prove yourself every single day to prove that you're a real trader and you're not, you know, a scam. And yeah, that's a lot of pressure, right? And I was like, okay, I have to make the leaderboard. And I was making it like every other day. And I took, you know, $500,000 worth of payouts, and I kept trying to just push myself. I'm like, no, it gets to you mentally. I was sacrificing a lot of my like personal life, and it was not healthy. And it got to me. It got to my trading, and then it just is a very, very slippery slope and downward spiral if you let it affect you. So I personally, my best advice to you is not to pay too much attention to the leaderboard, because it will come naturally. You're a great trader, so it will definitely come naturally. Look at this gold trade. I forgot about this gold trade. You have no personal life. Well, it's about time to get one. I told you. Maybe I'll fly out there, or maybe we could fly, meet up, have a dinner, or do something fun. Yeah, we'll have to do something fun. You don't have a personal life. Maybe I'll get with Coach Jay, and the three of us could meet up and find something to do. Come on, no, Dobie. Hey, get out of here. No one's gonna replace you, Dobie. Dobie is the ultimate wingman, by the way. I don't need a freaking wingman, but Dobie, if there's anybody that's a wingman, it's Dobie. He's the best. Oh, he's got a Benz. Oh, you know, that's it. The light counter's broken. The light counter's broken. Uh-oh. There we go. His light counter, does that work? Yeah, it's working now. It's working. Dang, they left the Dorito out of the bag. Dobie's stale. Smash the like. And look at this gold hoop. This gold coach hoop. I started building this position down lower. I got stopped out once, and then I caught it the second time. Nvidia still holding. I think things are starting to settle down now. We'll see. We got about 16 minutes to the top of the hour. NASDAQ still doing what NASDAQ does. It's pretty dang volatile. This is about settlement, chopping back and forth. This is a range-bound market for you, Dobie. Like, it's range-bound, but this is a 40-point range during slow markets. A 40-point range during slow markets is wild. But this gold trade's still cooking. It's nice to just, you know, let it forget. I like this support. I like this pivot that we're having right here. Here at 45.03. So if we do start to break out above, well, it looks like we might be doing that right now. If we break through these 510s, then my stop loss is gonna go right there. Lock in 77 ticks. Up 137. Oh, Dobie's making some money. Look, see, Dobie. I say range. Dobie's making money. Up 470. Set it and forget it. I mean, gold is, we're still, settlement for gold is like right here, somewhere right here. So I could see gold flipping positive and testing these 12s like this level. Would I let this run overnight? Nah, I don't think I'm gonna let these trades run overnight. Not yet. It's been a while since I let a trade run overnight. Basically right where it opened, yeah. This has been my target. These 512s, 514s has been my target since I started slow markets. You guys tune in. The nice thing about YouTube is it's recorded. And I started buying gold down here, right? And I'm looking for a push up to these highs, these 5, well, maybe even 15s. And I caught it. All right, gold. Let's make that run here. Top of the hour, 14 minutes. It wants it. Will it give it to me? What you guys send me is pretty funny. I just can't show half the stuff you guys send me because... Remember, think of, if you're going to send me something that you want me to share on TopstepTV, make sure it's, number one, appropriate, and it suits the show, right? It has to be trading related. Glad I stayed in my XFAs? Yeah, I know. Tomorrow, yeah. You're going to join me tomorrow during fast markets. Business casual. All right, let's get through this. Here we go. Here's a breakout. Maybe, can we get through this? Session highs, 510, half. Man, I always have to remember this is times 5, right? Because this is copy trading 5 XFAs, so that's times 5. So technically I was down 2,500. 500 times 5, 2,500. And currently I'm up 1,000 on this trade. There we go. There's a breakout. 513s. 513s. Dakota, like on the screen is good. Add. I just noticed and I liked it. Nice. Did it work? Did the 316 likes? Did it move? Sometimes it freezes. I can still trade my prior account before hopping on, correct? I would not be the one to ask. I'd double check. I'd double check with the team. I'm sure if your account's active, you could trade it before hopping on. I personally don't see why not. Dakota, I've been doing the opposite of you in your trades. My screen says maximum loss limit. Why is that? I love you. That's a Pebcac error. That's a Pebcac error. Worlds. Yep. If you know, you know. If you have a live account, can you still trade your XFAs? No. If you have a live account, you can trade combines, but you can't trade XFAs. My understanding is you could always trade combines, even if you have an XFA or even if you have a live account. The ultimate goal is live, right? Coach Jay and I and the rest of the team, me personally, alongside of Jay, we've been having some really in-depth conversations of, you know, how do we help the community and traders? Like, the ultimate goal is to help. Like that, the satisfaction of having somebody new into this futures industry. Like, oh, what is a candlestick? What is futures? What's trading? Maybe you're in high school, maybe you're in college, and you're learning how to trade. Take someone that's brand new and help them along the way. Go from like a combine, learning how to trade, to, you know, a funded account, getting payouts, to live account, getting payouts in the live account, to ultimately opening up their own personal account and, you know, continuing with their trading career. That's such a satisfying feeling to, you know, be part of someone's process. I guess it's like a teacher, right? You know, everybody typically remembers, you know, their favorite teacher growing up and the impact that they leave in so many people's lives. It's a similar feeling, I suppose. Well, we did get to those 12s. 45 12s, target hit, and this is just the runner, I guess. NASDAQ. What are we doing, NASDAQ? Top of the hour in 9 minutes. NASDAQ at the top end of this range. Do we break out to the long side? This is such a volatile market. Are you long or short gold right now? Well, I make money when the gold goes up, so I'd be long. I'm long, and I want it to keep going up. Trade equity, if he's available, he'll move back to Australia soon, so that would be the middle of the night for him. Can you and Coach Jay adapt me and teach me like Master Hey, that's what slow markets is for. That's what we do. That's what we're doing here. And that's why I give you guys like my social media on Twitter, and that's why I'm active on Twitter and Instagram to like for that part of that reason. I'm not the best. I didn't go to school to teach, or I'm not like hey, I've taken classes on how to teach people. No, I'm gonna do my best to explain my thought process and try and demonstrate how I do it, right? Because we do the risk disclosure, knowing that this isn't a signals class, but more of answering questions, demonstrating, navigating these markets, doing a little bit of analysis here and there. Yeah, I did get my Series 3, and I also got my Series 30. Oh, trade quietly, not equity. See that? They got a 3-bar on the gold? Yeah, possibly. If that's what you're looking at, right? 3-bar reversal. Very much. Very possible. But I'm trailing it, so I'm not going to enter a new position. Where's the line? I want to see that line. I'm still playing around with these drawing tools. I thought there was like a line. Oh, right there. My little pointer. Gonna be honest, I don't really like blue for that. There you go. How is my CFA coming along? Very slow. That's been put in the back. Not priority. Chartered financial analyst. That was something I've been working on since college. Working on studying for the CFA. It's not just one exam, multiple exams. Chartered financial analyst. Dude, I had all my licenses before you were born. Was trading and working with clients back in 1993. Dang. And we're still trading it up. The love and the passion for these markets has not faded for me anyway. Finance is what my major was. Dropped out of Caltech, Richard. What's my average stop loss per trade? Well, it depends on the trade. Base it off of a dollar amount. I don't know, $500 to $1,000. Pass the CFA, you'll have no problem. That's why I got into this. Can't wait to be an old man trading at home. Oh, I could wait. I want to be young forever. I don't want to grow old. I feel it. I'm only 32, but I feel so freaking old. Because whenever I'm boxing or I'm sparring at the gym, everybody at my boxing gym is younger than I am, besides some of the coaches. And it's annoying. I didn't tell them my age. Everybody assumed I was like 25 or 26. And I've been boxing there for a while. And they finally found out my age. And now they call me Unk. They call me Unk. I show up and they get their sparring gear on and they're ready to go. And I'm the one that has to take 20 minutes to stretch out. They just show up and they're ready to go. Like 19, 21 years old. Yeah. Do they know I'm a trader? No. Nah, I don't tell them about my personal life. Nothing's more humbling than getting the crap beat out of you by a 19-year-old in a boxing ring. I tell you that. Yeah. Hit you like 3 times in your face before you even know what happened. It's like a tweet as soon as you enter the NASDAQ trade. Just boom. Well, I don't know what happened, but that wasn't good. Yeah. I know, right? All right, Gold. We got the top of the hour in just over 3 minutes. More humbling than the NASDAQ? Physically, yeah. Physically. That 3-bar reversal on Gold is looking good for the shorts. But I'm going to hold true. I'm going to hold true to this stop loss. How many likes to change my name on Twitter to Uncle D? I don't know. No, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. I'm catching up with after a long term. What happened to your live with $1 million payout? Can you please tell? Well, I took a payout and then I went through a drawdown and I just withdrew the rest of the account balance. Beginning of April, I transferred my live accounts into Purple Rain. If you know, you know. And I went back through the process. Would I add here? No. Like this trade's already come to a conclusion, right? Coming to the end of the trade. It's no ad. We got the top of the hour in 2 minutes. If anything, I'm going to look for a new trade setup. So I'm going to wait, see what happens to the top of the hour. And I'm going to look for a new trade setup. How well are we doing these XFAs? Ups and downs. I'm net positive, doing okay. Ooh, look, it just barely. Do I move my stop loss? No, we just. Oh, blocked by James. There we go. What's up, Josh? Josh TFD? Is that you, Josh? Is that you, Josh? Josh from yeah, from the traders, the funded, yeah, the futures desk. Why don't you have a blue name yet? She got, yeah, Topstep Josh. When are you gonna come on here with me? Oh, gotta switch logins. Okay. Everything presidential. LeBron was not impressive in the playoffs. What do you mean he was not impressive? He's 40 freaking 1 years old, and he's putting up over 20 points in a playoff game against people half his age. Please show your NQ, MNQ chart and tell us what you think. Well, I do at the very beginning of every class. And I've switched to the NASDAQ throughout. We're just hanging out. We're just consolidating here right around settlement in the NASDAQ. We got the top of the hour in like 5 seconds. Let's watch gold. Let's see what we do. We're going to run this thing up. Here we go. It stopped me out, and now we're going to freaking run it up. I was debating moving my stop loss down just a little bit. Rip. Shapeshifter, I already do. course, there's rules and regulations, shapeshifter, that I can and can't share and show and say on air. Maybe we see 4,500 again. Top of the hour is came and gone a minute ago. NASDAQ still hovering around 28,930s, right around settlement. Gold starting to sell off here a little bit. Someone in the chat, let me know, are you long or short? Sounds like some traders were catching this 3-bar reversal here at the top, and so far that's working out really well to the short side. Nice trade. Nice trade. Gavrod, no, different things. I trade options. I'm an options trader as well. I'm excited for, I'd love to see the single stock futures here at Topstep. That's what I'm gonna throw in my vote for. Short 45.05. Okay. Single stock futures. Single stock futures. We would, because you know what that means? Who knows? Who knows, right? What if next year we're sitting here during slow markets trading Nvidia futures? That'd be pretty sick. Yeah. That would be fun. You will vote. Oil spiking? Let's see. Crude oil 104.30. Yeah, crude oil spiking a little bit. Do I think the single stock future is going to mess with the NQ liquidity? Not really. I think it's gonna. I don't think there's going to be. Okay, this is my fear. I don't think there's going to be enough liquidity in single stock futures. I think there's going to be too big of a spread. I think it's going to be. Not. It's going to be. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But I don't think it's going to mess with the NASDAQ liquidity. It might pile into NVIDIA. right before earnings, everyone's going to be pumping, like, yeah, jumping into, like, single stock NVIDIA futures. And then earnings are going to hit, and we're going to gap down down or up. Everyone's going to get slipped and blow accounts and be like, what happened? So, well, guess what? There's no liquidity for that stock. That's what's going to happen. That's what I would be scared of as a trader, or just in general, right? You have a single stock futures like Nvidia during a major announcement, and you're not going to get out, even if you have a stop loss, because it's a market order, right? So your stop loss triggers, and the next price might be like 3% lower, and you're going to have a blown account. If you was risking $100, you might have like a $1,000 loss just because of how illiquid it could be. People don't realize that. It could be scary out there if you don't know and understand that. It's happened to me. It's happened to me. Look at that short in the gold here. Great short, whoever. Joey. Quite literally, right? Let's see what's going on. NASDAQ holding there. Gold pushing back down to 44.94. All right. Let's get back on. Oh, I try to hop into the long right here. I'm going to wait. Oh, man. I missed it. I missed buying the dip. Zero just vibing. Buy the dip. I looked for it. If we get a pull back down, consolidation, I'm looking for a buy back up to 4,500. So what is good about single stock futures? Well, you could use it for a nice hedge. If you own the stock, you could trade it. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what comes of it.
Order filled.
All right, I'm long one. I'm going to start with smaller size here. We'll risk 69 ticks. 23, Yeah, let's. My loss would be small. You should risk 67. Nah, that's not my favorite number. I should put just a little bit. Yeah, we'll see if we hold. I like this level. This is basically the level I was looking at earlier, right? 93s. We'll see if gold wants to hold this. Let's see, what are we doing in the NASDAQ? NASDAQ getting a little bit of a sell-off. Still right here at settlement. 915s. NQ found its happy place. All right, gold. What are we going to do here? I'll use a buy stop to build a position. You're missing these easy ranges, Dobie. No, we're back down to 900 in the NASDAQ, 20,900. Now, I'm looking to build along here on gold again. Using stop orders. Missing fills by ticks. Ooh. Just broke my 6-month dry streak and requested my first payout. Nice work. That's a good streak to break. Let's get the likes up. What are we at? What are we at? Is this refreshing? Are these like... Yeah, it's working. We're at 409. 409. Gold might not want to trigger in. We might be in for a sell-off here in gold. I don't know. Thoughts on the New York session this morning? You mean tomorrow morning? How long am I going to be on for? I start at 7 p.m. Central, and I usually am on air for an hour and a half. Sometimes if I'm in the middle of a trade, and depending if you guys get the likes, right? Like if you guys show the support and show up, sometimes I'm on for a little bit longer.
Order filled.
Don't want to leave the stream in the
Order
middle of a
filled.
trade. All right, I'm triggering in. There we go. I'm long 4 from 494. See if we get a nice bounce here.
Order filled.
All right, see if we keep adding. Long 5. Oh, let's get it. Let's run back up to session highs because why not? Next would be break through these 98s. Looking for 4,500 again. Remember, this is not a signals class, and it's not financial advice. It's a game of ticks. Couldn't agree more. So far, we're up 35 of them. We're up 35 of those ticks. Let's see if we could get maybe a 100 piece out of this. We'll get 100 ticks out of this. Wishful thinking. Come on, let's get the 45s again, gold. I know you want it. Tighten up that stop. Oh, 45s.
Order filled.
Order filled. Taking some profits.
Order filled.
Up, and away.
Order filled.
There we go. continuation. I'm just going to take this last one off right there. Why not? This is looking pretty good. Now I got that runner back on. And an extra few $1,000s. Beautiful. I'm Justin Brown. I never did have a traditional 9-to-5 job, really. But I could talk more about that after this trade's done. Saying, at what point did you know it was time to step away from your traditional 9-to-5 job? I'm profitable, but finding it hard to pull the trigger on it. I'll talk more about that from my personal experience and from, some of the conversations I've had with other traders. Let me finish this trade here, and then I'll answer that more in depth. All right, let's make this the pivot. Let's push back up through these 504s. Let's see, what's NASDAQ doing? NASDAQ 970s. 970s. NASDAQ's catching a bid. NASDAQ's definitely catching a bid. All right, I'm just gonna get out of this one. Got that one. Nailed that one. NASDAQ. Whew. Look at that. That was a 180-point bounce just straight up. Okay, there you go. All right, let's answer this question. I'm going to answer this question. Remember, I have limited experience because it's just me. Everyone has their own unique circumstances. And it's very unique person by person, depending on your finances, depending on your goals, depending on what you're looking for. To answer the question, at what point did you know it was time to step away from your traditional 9-to-5 job? I know I've answered this with Coach Jay a few times, but in reality, it depends. I hate to give that answer because it really, really does depend on you as an individual. Me personally, I've always had something outside of trading. I don't trade for very long. A couple hours a day is all I trade for. You guys see me on fast markets for an hour and a half. You see me here during slow markets for an hour and a half. That's 3 hours a day. You see me trading. When I'm not on air, I'm almost never looking at the markets. Almost never looking at the markets. If it is, it's maybe 15 minutes to check what they're doing, maybe check position, maybe check my options or stock options. So I do not spend a lot of time anymore in front of the charts. Growing up, I started falling in love with the markets in junior high, high school. In college, I would work a part-time job and I traded the stock market, right? I traded the markets after I was finished with school. I'd go to a part-time job. Once I was done with my part-time job, I'd get home and I would get on the markets. That's why I love this time, because this is right before I go to bed and this is the time that I had to do anything. It was my only free time. So I spent my free time in high school and college trading, falling in love with these markets. I didn't really have a social life. Once I was finished with college, I still had a part-time job and I was still trading, and I started getting into supply chain. I had a trucking company. If you believe that or not, I never drove truck, but yeah, I had a trucking company, some independent contractors, owner-operators, 3 owner-operators, 2 tractor trailers, myself, reefers, and then a box truck. And so when I was not trading, it was running it was everything in the supply chain, right? booking loads, managing truck drivers. And then COVID hit. Okay, COVID hit. Got out of that. Helped my friend build a supply chain business. So I had a team in China. I had a team in where was it? So I had a team in China. I had a team in Vietnam, and then I had a team in Mexico. And I'd coordinate with the factories. I would help work, loading trucks, coordinating customs, right? Understanding what an HS code, harmonized, tariff code, right? Getting products in and out, understanding, hey, this is a product. And if we import this from China, this is how much we're going to pay on tariffs. However, if we ship this to Mexico and we package it in Mexico and then we build the final product in Mexico, we can actually import it from Mexico at a cheaper tariff, right? Or cheaper duty minus the VAT, which is in Mexico, value added tax, right? 15%. And so just understanding the logistics, helping build that out. And I've done that for a long time and I love it. And I still do a little bit of that contract on the side working with my team. And it's something I'm very passionate about. So yeah, I'd say always have something outside of trading that you can have that peace of mind. The duty. Have that peace of mind, right? I don't think anybody should trade full time unless you know that your bills are going to be paid. Because the moment you start trading, and if you have to trade to pay your bills, that is a very slippery slope. It really is. Because as soon as you put that pressure on yourself, because trading is hard enough, but if you have the pressure of trading to pay your rent, chances are you're gonna do something you probably shouldn't. I hope that makes sense. It's not the solid answer because there's no exact timeline and everyone's individually they have their own goals and needs, right? Yeah, I'll tell you about it. I said duty. DUTIE. To be honest, I started trading full-time this year and getting 100K payout per month on a live account. Well, nice work. Dakota, do you use indicators or only price action? I use price action. You guys see it here each and every night. This is what I use. I'm in SW Houston. So that's Richmond. Duty. True. Pressure makes diamond. Would you ever consider partnering up on a 3PL again? Probably not. No, probably not. My days of the international supply chain, I've spent too many countless nights on WhatsApp, talking to the team in China, middle of the night, like 1 a.m. I wake up and putting out fires. Man, that was the worst. Like, my sleep schedule is already screwed up. But, yeah, we're getting like a call at 2 a.m. Hey, the reefer's broken down. The reefer needs to be at negative 10 degrees, and there's a snitch in back. It's like, as long as we show up and the product's frozen, they won't say anything. I don't know. Yeah, 3 a.m. That was memories made. No, I'm not married. I had a shipment lost in Antwerp for 2 months. Ugh. Hopefully it's a good reefer. Hey, as long as the product shows up frozen at temperature, it's not in my hands. All right. Broker still pays us. I have some, and that's why I don't eat sushi in Utah. Oh shit, yeah. Oh, yeah, I see nothing. Shoot. The stories in the supply chain industry is pretty crazy. Yeah, I'm kind of chopping around here in gold. We kind of got sidetracked. NASDAQ. Look at NASDAQ. 29,000. I said it since Sunday, right? Sunday. 29,000 is that line in the sand, and here we are. $29,000 here in the NASDAQ since a good minute, right? Look at that. Put a line on the sand right there at 29,000. And this week we have just done nothing but hang around there. Let's see. Still not really seeing anything in gold either. Remember, Nvidia earnings tomorrow. Nvidia's up pretty well tonight. Nvidia's trading at 222. We're up 0.6%. Obviously, it's overnight trading, so things could change pretty drastically. Crude oil's 104. That's about it. That's about it tonight. Now remember, tomorrow's going to be a big one with Nvidia earnings, and it's going to start off with a good. We're getting Crab. He's going to be joining me for Fast Markets tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Tune in. Even if you don't trade Fast Markets, tune in. I'm excited to have him on. I think him and Coach Jay's going to be hopping on as well. Let's see. Yeah. Crab, me, Coach Jay, Andre, Jack. Oh yeah, Andre, Jack, Hogue. Okay, it's gonna be a good one tomorrow morning. So even if you don't trade, or even if you're locked out with green on the screen, tune in. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be the first time I meet him. I've chatted back and forth, obviously through DM. I'm gonna get to figure out how I pronounce that name, make sure it's correct. He sent me a voicemail during slow markets, and looking good. Oh, there's one more submission. One more good hashtag slow market submission you guys see. Also, when I'm not on air, please, there's the link to my socials. I'm doing my best to put out some good content. It's fun. I have fun with it anyway. So there's the link in the YouTube chat. Looks like gold's starting to sell off now. Here's this last hashtag slow markets. The Barbell Bull requested a 5K payout today, then just locked in a little green during slow markets. Thanks, Dakota, for a fun show each night. Look at that. Your payout is being processed. Beautiful. Beautiful. Payout's working. You know what? I'm going to share that one. Amen to that. DBA, doing business as. It's DBA Concepts. It's my initials. We are doing business as traders. There we go. There you go. The Barbell Bull just shared that. Gold's continuing to sell off. Is the Nasdaq selling off a little bit? Maybe Nasdaq heads back down on settlement, but look at this pressure on gold. Gold can't hold a bid. Gold cannot hold a bid. Lots of pressure. Man, we are cooking to the downside. Shout out to whoever caught that 3-bar reversal right there. You guys, remind me who it was. He called it out, 3-bar reversal, and that was a beautiful looking short. Respecting the trend line on the 60-minute. Are you looking at like this or this? I don't know. Let's see. Something like that. Maybe. Yeah, I could see it. I mean, it's a lot of selling pressure here. A lot of freaking selling pressure in gold. Interest rate hikes. Interest rate hikes now on the table. Inflation. Quite a bit of things are leading towards some selling in gold. Some selling pressure. Crude back above 104. Yes, you saw it. Okay. TP 28,900. Well, it's been a good stream. It has been a good stream. We're at 488 likes tonight. Not too bad. Not too good. We're there. I appreciate everyone who likes it. I think I'm going to just end off. I've been staying a little bit later than normal, so I think it's okay for me. I'm just going to we can just call it. We can just call it tonight. It was a good one. I'll be on tomorrow morning. I'm going to spice some things up. Green on the screen, up $5,000, well, almost $6,000. That was, how big of a swing was that? I was down 2,500, and I'm finishing tonight up about 6,000. So that's a little over an $8,000 swing. Damn. I might need to size down. I'm not gonna joke. I might need to size down. Sometimes I don't realize how big of these position sizes are when you're copy trading 5 accounts. As we watch gold just continue to tank here. So, I think I might need to do that, chat. Sizing down. Size down. Yeah, because times 5 is wild, actually. I was in a mini, so I was in 5 minis long in gold. And a $10 move is a little, wow. Whew. New session lows gold. Yeah, I'm making that call. I'm going to size down because I was only trading one account in the fall and spring. And then I went from trading 1 to times 5. So I think sizing down is going to be the correct for me. Even though I'm green, I mean, that's a big move. $8,000 swing in 2 trades for this account. Yeah. Okay. One sec. I'm making a note. Sorry, this is how I make decisions. I'm sorry. I think out loud. Thinking out loud. Making a note. Okay. We'll do it. Try and sizing down. Process over profits. So don't get all mad when you're like, we want you to trade bigger and have bigger P&L swings. It's the same process. Focus on the process, not the profits. It's the same thing. All right, we're good. We're good. And I guess enjoy gold selling off. Take writing it on a napkin. Nah, just that. See you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. If not, tomorrow night after NVIDIA earnings. Bye.